Who goes to dynamite? Who goes to dynamite? Who goes to dynamite? Who goes to dynamite? Big Pop, oh bitch.
What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Boston Celtics fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Tonight we'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction to Scoreboard for the San Antonio Spurs hosting the Boston Celtics. This is it, Spurs fans, the final countdown. Games left of the season. Keep an eye on some other games tonight. The Heat are playing. I believe they have a very winnable game. The Bulls are playing. They have a winnable game. So some teams around us in the lottery, we want them to win. Obviously, we're going to be rooting for the Spurs tonight. This is going to be the Mount Everest of a game for us. But there are some teams vying for lottery position, and we want those teams to win. And speaking of Chicago Bulls, did you guys catch the end of the Bulls-Lakers game the other night? If you haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it. Some of the craziest last, 13 seconds you'll see in an NBA game, at least in recent memory. So check it out if you haven't checked that out already. Glaze and Bacon, Paisan, J Money. The Yankees dropped the football score against the Brewers today, 20-7. The Yankees offense scores more than the Giants offense. Steven T, what's going on? Stephen J, what's going on? Spurs could be Taylor Jenkins. I don't get the reference. Like an upset. By the way, unfortunately, I have to watch the Celtics stream tonight. Granted, I can't usually hear the announcers too much, but I put on NBA TV where this game is being televised on NBA TV, hopefully in your area. For me, it was blacked out because the game is also being shown on NBC Sports Boston, which is where I'm watching it. So if you're in the San Antonio area, I guess it's probably not on NBA TV. It's going to be on your local channel. Goose, it's been a hot minute. Goose, how are you doing? Man, you've been a streaming monster. Sorry I haven't been able to stop by any streams recently, but I do see you're live pretty much every day. I see you doing a lot of LSU stuff again, man. Goose has been, we came up around the same time going live in 2019. Good dude. Check his channel out if you're a Saints fan, LSU fan, Pelicans fan. Got your baseball team. Yeah, 2 out of 3. Levi and friends, what's going on? If you showed me only that game and I had no knowledge of the NBA, I would have thought, oh, wasn't Bacon. Fair. Touche. Spurs net. Oh, really? Taylor Jenkins is the rumored head coach, and Jeremy Sohan will start. I assume he's starting over Bismack Biyombo. I like that move. I mean, the Spurs are still going to be too small. We're going way, we've talked about this numerous times on the channel. Small ball lineup, it is what it is. That being said, I prefer Sohan to start over Biyombo, as Sohan is part of our future. Bismack might not even be on the team next season. And speaking of players that might not be on the team next season, Charles Bassey's out again and looks like he's pretty much out for the rest of the year. Third year in a row with a season-ending knee injury. He hasn't cracked 40 games any season with the Spurs. Got to move on. I like him. He showed little flashes here and there that he can be a really good backup center. Can't stay healthy. Sorry, Charles. Time to go. You're not in charge. JT, what's going on? I only have the game in Spanish? Area 51 is here. What are you watching it on? Go Spurs, go. Jacob, to you as well. Jesus de la Cruz. Guys, we got 10 games left, including this one. That's it, 10. And for the first time in this channel's history, we're going to call every Spurs game this season. I don't know if I can make that commitment next year. I'll certainly try. I think they're going to be a playoff team next year, so I will do my best. But yeah, every game this year. I started working on the next documentary. I think while the NBA season's going, we'll have about a 3-week turnaround. When the season ends, I should be able to get one of those out every 2 weeks. It's going to be another NFL one. It's going to be on a player back from the 80s that I didn't see a lot of videos on. I was like, I want to talk about his career, and I'm enjoying these. They're not getting a lot of traction yet, but those are videos I could sit there and who knows, maybe a week, weeks, months, a year, they could pick up traction and start growing the channel. And just to throw it in, I'm still having a blast over on I Make Crap. Yeah, second channel is a lot of fun. I heard he already had the surgery, I thought. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. That's what I had tonight for the starting lineup for the Celtics. I do believe you said J Money, Peyton Pritchard, and Al Horford are out. I don't know the primary backups for the Celtics. I know those were 2 of them. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, maybe Baylor Sherman, and Neemias Queta. Biscuit Buddy, I was actually thinking that too. I'm like, watch this be the type of game that we win. And then J Money, Doppelganger, Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Jeremy Sohan, the starters for the San Antonio Spurs. By the way, I caught a little college hoop tonight, not a lot. I caught the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I know 420, it just happened to be that one. That's where there was a timeout. I was turning the UConn game on before this to see how they're doing. The UConn women's team not only won, but Paige Becker set a UConn record, and I don't know if it's women's or UConn period, the most points in a NCAA tournament game with 40. So she was balling out tonight. I don't know if there's a male player that's had more than that. So again, I don't know if that's a women's record or just UConn record period. Telemundo NBC channel. If you're in New England area 51, it's on NBC Sports Boston. I don't know what channel that is for you because I'm watching on Fubo. Well, if you're watching on Fubo, I don't have my clicker. Do I even know the channel numbers on this app? I probably don't. I don't think there's no channel numbers. It's just the channel names. Yeah. No, I don't even know. Tokashiba, Ghost Spurs go to you. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up fast, you find nutritious and delicious. And it looks like this. Show 'em pop. This game is televised on NBA TV. It's blacked out for me. It's on NBC Sports Boston where I live. And thank goodness I still have Fubo for another week. As you guys may know or don't know, I live in Connecticut, so I have to watch the Spurs through NBA League Pass for the majority of their games. And then for ESPN, TNT, and also Yes Network, MSG, and NBC Sports Boston, I get either Sling or Fubo, depending on the timing. With the NBA returning on NBC next year, that's actually going to be beneficial for me because NBC is a local channel I can pick up over the air, and it comes in really good, which means I actually may be ahead of you guys for some of those NBC games, depending how it's NBC. Amazon Prime, I think, is getting some games. Is it just NBC oh no? I hope they don't do Peacock only games. Stupid Peacock. Nobody wants Peacock. Orlando won. Miami is making the game and could win. Yep, Bulls play Mavs and could win. I know you don't think it'll happen, but those Hawks will give up. Ah. What's up, Brian? The Hawks, I think the Hawks will be a playing team. It's highly questionable whether they will be a playoff team or a lottery team at that point. The playing teams around them aren't particularly strong, but any given Sunday, right? I know it's Saturday today, but anything can happen in the playoffs. And yeah, I've already told you guys we'll be doing a hate watch for the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know what channel they're going to be on. I think the playoffs are on ESPN or TNT, which means I'll have to get another app. Well, I have ESPN Plus until June. Maybe I'll be on ESPN Plus one year. I saw that Derek White has a chance to break the threes in a season for the Celtics against, of course, our Spurs. Yeah, four pause. Good evening, and I don't know how it's going to play out next season, but I'm glad it's moving off cable. That's beneficial for me. I have to assume that's beneficial for a lot of people since NBC is a local channel. You can generally pull over there HD or channel, whatever. Hi, Carlos. I know the Yankees dropped 20. I friend of mine sent me the score before the game was over, and it was 20-7, and I was like, my gosh, Yankees are scoring more than the New York Giants put up. Well, then, no, J Money. No, my Bucks play the Hawks tomorrow. Another L coming for us. No, a W for you. I know you don't have Dame, but you need to smash Atlanta. Teach the enemy, see them driven before you. They hear the lamentation of the Hawks fans. Where's all this Taylor Jenkins stuff coming from? I haven't heard this. Would be good evening, Mike. What's going on? This would be an upset. You're welcome, Area 51. Vern says the Celtics are due to lose. Tatum, yes, probably limited minutes. We do play better at home, and this could be a trap game for the Celtics. We saw this with our Spurs a lot this year, where we played teams that we thought we should win when Wemby was healthy, and ended up losing. This could certainly be a game where the Celtics are looking at the Spurs and they're like, geez, their coach is out, Wemby's out, Fox is out. We got this. And we end up stealing one. Well, how are you tanking? Oh, you lost 5. Yeah, but you're still not tanking, J Money. You have nothing to tank for. You can't get into the lottery now. You have too many wins. What's up, Cassie? Thank you for stopping in. Did you? I was just talking about that little wild four pause. That ending was insane. I sent that to Miss TSR and a friend of mine. I was like, this is crazy. Once again, the lineups are White, Holiday, Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis. For the Spurs, Paul, Vassell, Castle, Barnes, Sohan. Okay. January X Factor, what's going on? Where's Taylor Jenkins from? I don't even know. Is he a basketball college coach? I'm not familiar with the name. Stephon Castle versus Drew Holiday. Castle won the points, rebounds, and assists. Oh no, they're showing their last game. Never mind. Castle versus Holiday. Some of you have compared Castle's game a little to Drew Holiday. I don't know if that's accurate enough or accurate or not because I don't follow Drew Holiday. Let's go. Have a good game. No matter what happens, just don't get blown out. I want to, if the Spurs are going to lose, I want to see a game like the one against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fight all night, go down swinging, and, make a respectable showing out of it for the home crowd and, of course, for us here as well. Oh, he's the guy that just got fired? Oh, that's the guy that got fired? Oh, I didn't know his name. I knew Memphis coach got fired. I didn't realize it was Taylor Jenkins. Oh boy. Hawks are already packed for vacation. Good. Players are on the court. And away we go. Porzingis versus Sohan. This should be Celtics easy jump ball, and yes, it is. I mean, come on now. Porzingis is a 7-footer. Jimmy's what, 6'8"? Is Porzingis 7 feet? He's looking like it's standing next to Harrison Barnes. And a three already for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, no good. The Celtics are going to take a lot of threes. It would not shock me if they take like 50 threes tonight or more. Just the kind of basketball you guys know I love. Sign with the ball for the Spurs to start us off. Gets it over to Castle with 8 on the shot clock. Steph got Brown on him, starts to drive. Gets it back out to Barnes. He's going to have to shoot a long three and is blocked. Shot clock violation for the Spurs. Bobby Fairbairn, what's going on? Still at freaking work. Ooh. On a Saturday, too. Son of Scar, what's going on? And you're welcome, Bonnie. Castle reminds you of John Morant. I saw that. You want 40 from Tatum, J Money? I got a thing coming off an injury that he might play limited minutes. Porzingis for 3, and the Celtics are on the board. Yeah, Sohan and Kristaps or Barnes and Kristaps. Vassell for 3 down the other end. Switch. Anthony Burton's here at the Frostbank Center sitting in section 203. Nice. He's at the game. Porzingis against Sohan. Jumper, no good. I mean, Germany's certainly putting the effort in. He's a big size disadvantage. Castle into the paint. Gets it out to Barnes. Open for 3. In and out burger. Derek White with the rebound. Is Kristaps 7'3"? I don't know his height, but he looked much taller than Harrison Barnes. Porzingis open for 3. No, he passes it over to Derek White, who's open for 3. In and out burger. I don't believe he almost hurt Son of Scar. Is Porzingis that tall? So misses a 3, sorry. Yeah, it's the Pastel Spurs tonight. Both teams starting off the game 1 of 4. Porzingis in the paint. Misses a shot, but gets the ball back and throws it down. It may have been partially blocked. I'm not 100% sure on that. 5-3. He's 7'2". That's still a huge advantage over Sohan. Sohan in the paint, layup good. Guys making that's a 6-inch difference. 6 inches is a lot. Turnover Celtics. Spurs on the run. Sohan over to Barnes. Back to Devin. Devin's going to drive in the paint. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan layup good. All right, let's go. Yes, Anthony. Jeremy Sohan starting at center. Yeah. It is what it is. Jason Tatum with the ball into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Good. Rico, what's going on? Son of Scar's a regular. Castle's going to take a long 3. No good. Oof. He's sending on the Frostbank Center logo of the circle. And that leads to a long pass and transition to Drew Holiday. Gets the layup. 9-7. Brian, yeah, we do. Rico, we're playing a little defense. They've played better defense as of late for the most part. Castle in the paint. That's blocked. He's got to stop doing that. That's happening way too much. That's got to change in his second year. I'll give him a pass because he's a rookie. But he's getting blocked a lot. Taking it right at a 7-footer. If you're going up to dunk it and you're going for a poster, okay, fine. But if you're going for a layup, guess what's going to happen? It is Boston ball, 9-7, 8:33 to go in the first Q. What's up, Greco? Porzingis for three, no good. CP3 with the rebound. Gets it up to HB. Back to CP. Over to Castle. Castle one-on-one. Drew Holiday. Going to pull up for jumper at the elbow. No good. Going to go to the line for two, I believe. Don't get me wrong. I like Steph, but I wish he'll work on it, I'm sure. Needs better decision making in the paint. I always say this on the channel: know when to hold them and know when to fold them. If you've got defense is collapsing on you, two or three defenders, and they're taller than you, you're not getting that shot off in the NBA. That might have worked in college. It ain't working here. I think maybe that is what's happening, and that happens to a lot of players. Rookie season, things that worked in the NCAA when they come here, they just don't work like that anymore. Same thing for football players. First year out of college, if you were throwing guys around in college, you get into the NFL, you might not get throw them around the same way anymore. Steph missed the first free throw. Another area I'd like to see him work on in the offseason. Makes the second one. Five Lug Racing! Happy Saturday to you. Glaze and Bacon, they're not fully healthy. Tatum with the layup. They're not. Peyton Pritchard, the likely sixth man of the year, is out. Al Horford's out as well. Their starting lineup's healthy. Their backups aren't. Castle thought about a three. Thinking about it. Is now going to shoot it. Missed it. Jacob, if you beat the Celtics to get to the Eastern Conference, I mean, Derek White for three from the corner. I'd like to see an Eastern Conference Finals of the Cavs Celtics, the two best teams. Celtics on a 9-1 run in the last minute and 48. Sohan for three. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh boy. Drew Holiday in the paint, no good. CP threw at the ball, gets it up to Harrison Barnes. Barnes for three. Nope. Man, that Jeremy Sohan three was some special kind of ugly. That's all I'm gonna say. Jalen Brown with the fadeaway and gets bailed out on a foul and go to the line for two. I'm not gonna say anybody deserves an injury. I mean, yep. I don't imagine they'll play the whole game, but you don't want to get rust. I'm sorry, I tweaked my shoulder working out. You don't want to get rusty. I don't know. I mean, you know what? Respect to them for playing their starters because one of the things that hurts the NBA is all these players load managing near the end of the season. So I'm glad they're playing everybody. I want to see a team at their best. I don't want to see half the team sitting on the pine, healthy, doing nothing. So actually, that's a good thing. Celtics 12-1 in March, and I just saw a whole bunch of ones and twos for the ranks and offense for the month. Made one of two. 7 minutes to go. Spurs now down 15-8, and we're trending in the wrong direction at the moment. Castle's going to sprint into the paint, gets it out to Vassell. Vassell elbow jumper, good. Hey, you got double digits. Trendy, what's going on? I don't expect the Spurs to win tonight. Turnover Celtics. Castle's going to drive, gets in the paint, goes against Tatum, layup good. There you go. That's when you want to attack the paint. When you got to Jalen Rand went down. He's walking it off. Brown with the ball at this moment, guarded by CP3. Gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Drew Holiday for three. They're just going to keep chucking threes all night. Would you be in favor of fewer games? No. I think 82 is right. I mean, here's what I'll say this summer, Scar. Road trip, what's going on? Fans in the arena want to see the stars, exactly. So you're mentioning injuries. What I don't get, and help me out here, today's players have access to more medicine, scientific advancements, blah, 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 right? Yet players don't play 82 games anymore and seem to be getting injured more than ever. How are we supposedly healthier, bigger, stronger, faster now? Well, I shouldn't say supposedly, a lot of the athletes are, but durability seems to be taking a hit. What's not, why is the math not mathing here? I'm not picking on basketball specifically. You see it in baseball. Pitchers used to throw 250, 300 plus innings. Guys pitch 6 innings now and they're done. Constantly see guys getting their arms blown out. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. Baseball and basketball, why is durability taking a step back, but yet everything else is taking a step forward? I don't get that. David Robinson, look how many times David played 82 games or 80 or more. Michael Jordan, who I consider to go, played 80 games, what, 9 or 10 times in his career, played 82 his last season at age 40. It's faster, more athletic, but also it's a softer game. No, the fouls aren't what they used to be. People used to get destroyed in the paint and knocked over, and what would be a flagrant foul today would be a common foul back then. So the game is less physical, is it not? Would you guys agree the game's less physical? So if you're in better shape, more athletic, sure, maybe faster, but less physical, why can't nobody play 80 games anymore? Pistons are pushing the right direction. Oh, I like what the Pistons are doing. Huge turnaround. You know, the ad Naz, you think they're winning the East? Yeah, on the ad Naz, you think there are what? Put together a sentence and then we'll talk. I don't think the alpha amount of players and there's more players now sitting out since they were. That could be a two. Once you learn to read, you should. Basketball, yes, I get baseball. Sure, football is different. Well, football, I mean, football, they're getting destroyed. I mean, their body are taking a beating, even though there's more penalties for touching the quarterback in any way, shape, or form. That's a contact sport. T Gunk 82, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Pro Spurs go to you. This girl's name's Abby Chin. Well, Abby Chin. Hi. Spurs down 18-12. Let me just keep it like this. Hey, Tony Parker's in the house. Manu Ginobili's in the house. Can they get on the court? There's a technical free throw for Jason Tatum. I don't know what happened during the break. Did somebody get teed up on the Spurs? Was there some kind of 3-second violation? Georgia, go Spurs, go to you. Tiny, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that sentence. It didn't make sense. I also try to read every comment, which, quite frankly, I should try to stop doing. Don't take that the wrong way, but I should be focused more on the game, which I'll focus on now. Jeremy Sohan with the ball for the Spurs into the paint, and going to kick it out to HB. Turn on the shot clock. Barnes in the paint, double pump, and it's going to bounce around and rattle in. 19-14, 5:50 to go. Keep it close, Spurs. That's all I ask. This is the defending NBA champions. You keep it close. I know a lot of people don't believe in more victories, but I'll take one tonight if that's the victory we can get. Jason Tatum just launches a Steph Curry type three way behind the 3-point line. And I said the Celtics were going to take a lot of threes tonight. They've already taken 7. We've already taken 8. Problem is we're 1 of 8. They're 4 of 7. Jeremy Sohan in the paint and misses the short jumper. Celtics ball. They have a chance to get the lead to double digits. Porzingis, 1-on-1 with Barnes. Huge size advantage for Kristaps. He's going to try to force a pass, and it's going to be a turnover. Keldon Johnson's checked in. He has the ball, drives in the paint. Euro step, layup, good. 5 minutes to go. I don't know who's mad, Levi. Porzingis in the paint, layup, good. We have nobody that can stop him. Is David Robinson in the arena? Bring him on the floor. CP3 with the ball guarded by Derek White. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Layup. No good. Spurs are challenging Porzingis tonight, and it's not working to their advantage. It's Drew Holiday for 3. They are launching they are draining threes. I shouldn't say launching threes. They're 5 of 8 from 3. We're 1 of 8. One of these percentages is not like the other. And Spurs already down by 11. Vassell pull-up jumper, no good. Derek White with the rebound. It's getting rough, guys. Drew Holiday with another 3. Well, check this out. I have Thanos' gauntlet. Oh yeah. Actually, I have Chuck too. Here you go. I already was picking on one of you guys or me, but don't care. He's gone. Yeah, Greco, remember, please do not put it in the chat unless you've heard me announce it. If I haven't announced it, hold up like 3 to 5 seconds. Let me help. Trendy is learning English and basketball so he can contribute. Trendy, sit down. I don't have to. Levi, he's already timed out. Don't worry about it. I put him out for 24 hours. He's a new one here. Clearly came in the troll. I appreciate him stopping in, but we ain't got time for you. We got better things to do. Like, talk about this game. Down 27-19. Let's keep it close. JT didn't get timed out. Oh, he did. It might have been by accident. JT, I'm sorry, that might have been by accident. He may have been aiming for somebody else. JT should not have been timed out. I hope he's not timed out anymore. Because he was just saying Detroit's his favorite team in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, that's not. JT, if you're still here, I'm sorry, man. That was an accident. Brian, what's going on? Do you mean bat like the one Manu Ginobili swatted? I can't untime out somebody. I just checked. If somebody gets put in timeout, I can't undo that. So you have to be really careful if you're putting a user in timeout, because once they're in there, I can't undo it. So please make sure you're clicking on the right person with wrench king when you're timing somebody out. You can't undo that once it's put in effect. So hopefully it wasn't a 24-hour timeout. That's our free timeout, Brian. Good evening to you. You know what? We need one of these. I forgot the good look. Boop. Yodi. My apologies. Don't take my comment a little early the wrong way when I said I need to stop reading all the comments and I need to focus on the game more because there's been a lot of times I've missed plays because I'm looking this way. I try to read all your comments when I can, but obviously I should be here. Focus number one should be calling the game. Texas Tech blew a 10-point lead with 90. That's not as bad as the Lakers blowing the game. That Lakers Bulls game, I wish I watched it, but I don't care about either team. Well, I don't care about watching either team. We're coming back from the timeout. Spurs are down by 8. It's keep it close. I hope you're right, Greco. I really hope the Spurs solve those. I mean, the 3-point shooting and our lack of size is definitely something that needs to be worked on. Good morning, Jay. Thank you for stopping in. You know what? If we beat the Celtics, would that be the biggest upset of the year? I mean, for the Spurs, it would be, but no Wemby, no Fox. That would be up there, top 5 NBA upsets, I would think. The Celtics, I want to say, are favored by 12.5 in this game. Tatum with the ball at the moment, guarded by Mamba. We got a Sandro Mamukelashvili sighting. And a Blake Wesley sighting. Tatum for 3, no good. Celtics get the offensive rebound. Holiday with the follow-up 3. Second chance opportunity leads to a 3. Something we've seen all too much this year for the opposing team. Kellen's open for 3. He's going to take the 3. He's going to make the 3. Okay. Hopefully Kellen can get his 3-point shooting a little straight. He's been off a bit lately. The Celtics tonight are just nailing all their threes. There's another 3 for the Celtics. No good by Sam Hauser. Quaid. Hauser. Kelvin with a nice crossover into the paint. Layup. Beautiful move by Kelvin. Look at that Johnson move. I saw somebody put, I would like Mama to drop a 20 piece as well, 30 piece, 40 piece. Another 3 for the Celtics, and it's good. Baylor Shearman, they're just 3-point shot after 3-point shot tonight. This is crazy. Blake Wesley into the paint. Blake Wesley right out of the paint. Over to Champagny. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Can you imagine these type of snipers around Wemby? Oh my gosh. Wemby would be averaging a triple-double for the year. Granted, his points would go down, but he'd be averaging like 20, 10, 10, or maybe he'd be like Jokic, averaging 25, 15, 10 or something. I don't know. That's a miss for the Celtics. Devin still going to ring up for the Spurs. 2 minutes to go. 33-24. So launches over to Mamu. Mamu thinks about the three, gets it to Champagne. Catch and shoot three in the corner. No good. Julian, you got to start hitting somebody. Aldi will bring it up for Boston. 16 on the shot clock. Over to Tatum. Surprised Tatum is playing the whole first quarter coming off an injury. Okay, whatever. Holiday guarded by Wesley. Pull-up jumper is an air ball. Air ball. Sell going to launch a three. Good. All right. Wemby would average 25, 14, 7. I hope he averages that. I don't think I'll average that many assists. I'm hoping Castle and Fox are distributing the ball enough that we don't need that many assists from him. Well, he's getting that many assists because of all the three-point shooting the Spurs have. Hauser for three. Oh, my God. Somebody's always open. We're double teaming a lot. Somebody's open for three, and they're draining them. Celtics have 10 assists right now. Keldon with the ball, going to drive in the paint. Stops, Euro step, throws it out to Wesley, almost threw it away. Back to Champagne, 6 on the shot clock. To Devin. They're going to force Devin to take a hard shot, and he's going to take a long two. No good. That was not a good possession for San Antonio. 2 for 1. Hauser for 3. No good. Long rebound. Back to Hauser. And the Celtics will now slow it down. There's about 14 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum out in three-point land, starts to drive. Step back three. No good. And a foul on the Spurs. Carlos, I'll salute you now. Which Jim Cornette, not so much. By the way, William, that Baywatch clip was, oh my goodness, that was something special. It was awful, but it was something. I think it took 5 girls, I think, to drag Hogan up the beach. Shireman's how you say it. Okay, he shoots a 3, no good. And the Spurs will not get a shot off at the buzzer. 36-27. Florida on to the Final Four. What are the men? Is the men's tournament already down to the Final Four? Because I caught the UConn women's team game to the end of that, and it said they're going to the Elite Eight. So is the men's tournament ahead of the women's tournament now? I thought they were kind of in sync, but I guess it would make sense not to be, so that way they're not competing against each other on TV. Well, that was not a great first quarter. The Celtics also shot extremely well from 3, so there is that. Mike, you want to say hi? Good luck, Boo. Well, good luck, fist pump. And, well, all right. May the headband be with you. Guess that's all Grogo has. That's all you need. Right? May the headband be with you. I mean, self-explanatory. If you ain't down with the headband, we got 2 words for you.
Sucker!
Men's tournament is ahead. It could have been worse, much worse. Absolutely. I have to find that episode somewhere. There's got to be a streaming service with all the Baywatch episodes, William. And I would have to think if I Googled it, it would say season whatever. Uh, Baywatch streaming? It's free on Tubi. It's free on Tubi. William, Baywatch is free on Tubi. So if you want to rewatch that whole episode and I want to see the episode, it's on Tubi. Well, if you wonder what we're talking about, Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man are on an episode of Baywatch, and William sent me a clip via email of like the first 5 minutes, and it is Wow. I'm gonna have to check that out. Zach Collins, 2 points in 2 minutes. Let's go, Chicago. We're rooting for the Bulls tonight. Mm. Gosh, Jay, I hope so. Make Miss TSR suffer by watching it with her. The Celtics are 8 of 17 from three. We're 4 of 13. Means the difference there is 4 of 4, which is 12 points, which is obviously a huge difference in the game. Spurs will start off the second quarter. I did see Thunder in Paradise plays on. I've seen that show. It's a shame. The Celtics have the best record in the NBA on the road, 30-7. Keldon with the ball at the moment, drives in the paint, the little jumper. Keldon looking good tonight. Oh, dang, working out. 36-20, and I think Keldon has 7 points so far. 3 out of his last, he has 9 points, 4 of 4 from the field. His last, nice drive and paint, or nice drive in the paint and dunk by Luke Cornett. I think Kellen's like 4 out of his last 5 games or 3 out of the last 4. He's not been playing particularly well, so nice to see him bouncing back so far. Step with the ball, gets into Mamu. Mamu layup. Blocked. I think Porzingis has 3 blocks now. They're challenging him tonight, and it's not working out for the Spurs. Hauser with the jumper. Spurs are now down double digits. That's a good question, Marmalade. Gabriel, I don't want Kevin Durant either. Too old, too expensive. I saw something on the Spurs Facebook page today about Kevin Durant coming to Spurs. No. They're like, well, Wemby, Fox, and Durant. Like, Durant's old. And he doesn't seem to, I mean, it didn't work with the Nets. It's not working with the Suns. Do we see a pattern here? Why would it all of a sudden work with the Spurs? I don't want to. I don't. Yes, he's an amazing scorer. What he's doing at his age is phenomenal. But no, I don't want Kevin Durant. Let's get Nikola Jokic. Sure. Let's trade Mitch Johnson for Nikola Jokic. I think that's fair, right? A head coach just for a player. I mean, you can have multiple players on your team, but you can only have one actual head coach. So Mitch Johnson for Nikola Jokic. Boom, make it happen. Everybody's happy, right? I think the Nuggets will be cool with that. They'll release whoever their current head coach is and put Mitch in. Yeah, T Springs, let's bring this gap way down. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, didn't expect us to beat the Celtics tonight, but I want us to fight tonight. I don't want to see us down by double digits. I sure as heck don't want to go halftime down by 30 or something crazy. Jokic on the 2014 Spurs? That'd be crazy. Somebody made a good point today. Um, Somebody's talking about how athletic the NBA is today and how, the running joke is all the guys in the 80s and 90s that Jordan played against were plumbers. And they made a valid point when they said two of the top 5 players, or at least top 10 players in the NBA are out of shape guys in regards to Jokic and Doncic. They're not crazy shape like LeBron or a lot of these other guys like we see. And I was like, that's a good point. We always talk about, there's the joke that there were, plumbers in the 80s and 90s, but look at some of the best players in the NBA. And I did, while we're in a timeout, I saw a highlight package from Luka Doncic's rookie year. I didn't realize how much he used to dunk. He was dunking left and right. Now he was thinner back then, but I was shocked to see how much above the rim game he had. Pop would age backwards 20 years. Well, Taiwan, at some point they got to stop hitting these a little bit. I mean, you would think they're shooting lights out at the moment. You would think that would slow down a little bit at some point. Tom Brady, yeah. Actually, Brady's in really good shape, isn't he? Four paws. I think I've seen him on the beach in some kind of video. He's not jacked, but he looks like an athlete. He's a big guy too. He's like 6'4", isn't he? 6'4", 6'5". Castle with the ball for the Spurs. Back out to Blake Wesley. Wesley with the pull-up J. Short. Long rebound's going to be tipped around and finally comes down to the hands of Porzingis. Oh boy. Come on, guys. Get it together. Porzingis with the ball at the moment, guarded by Keldon. Oh, boy. And Celtics are going to throw it away out of bounds. All right, there we go. Cause a turnover. Oh, boy, the first basket. John Paul. William, you're right. First player to score. There was a three-pointer. I think where the Celtics hit a three. Castle with a long three, no good. I think Devin hit a three for the Spurs to get us on the board, but I want to say somebody from the Celtics hit a three. Right, Octane? I am. I'm just getting a little lazy. Hauser out in three-point land, fakes the three over to Derek White. Three on the shot clock. Looking at the Cornet. Cornet throws up an air ball and a foul right at the buzzer on Julian Champagny. We had a 24-second shot clock violation and a bonehead foul. That's a stupid foul. Come on, Julian. Non-shooting foul. 14 on the shot clock. Hauser for three. No good. Derek White now with the ball. Gets into Cornet. Cornet in the paint. Good. Hey, use the force, Luke. Felton with the ball for the Spurs. Runs in the paint. Runs back out. Gets to the Blake. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. And it's off Hauser. Spurs ball. 12 on the shot clock. Has Stefan Castle scored yet tonight? Castle's taken the ball out of bounds. I don't think he's scored yet. He's missed, I think, 3 threes. Castle with the ball at the moment. 4 on the shot clock, into the paint. The runner is good. I actually think he did get a bucket earlier. Maybe this is his second bucket. 42-31. I saw that today, William. I saw Paige Beckers went for 40. She went off tonight. The UConn women's team's now in the Elite Eight. Celtics ball, 12 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the ball, guarded by Champagny. Pull up Jay off the glass. Good. Porzingis just shooting over everybody on our team tonight. Castle's 5. Okay, thank you, Brad. That's right. He went to the line, too. Appreciate it. Castle with the ball in the moment. Drives in the paint. Tough shot. No good. Wants a foul. Not going to get it. Cullen falls down on him. Celtics got numbers. Hauser open for 3. No good. Cornet with the tip. No good. Cornet with another rebound. It's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball down by 13. Whoa. Come on, San Antonio. Show some fight tonight. We have a timeout. Page buckets. Nice, William. Make the 3-point shot worth 2.5 points. That would be very hard to call the game, Randy. Celtics up 44.5 to 31.5. My scoreboard doesn't work like that either. That's right. Let's get a 10-0 run. Make it a game. We need some Chuck. Chuck, where are you at? No, yeah, we're getting killed. We've been talking about it all year. When he's not on the floor, his team has absolutely no size. None. It's been a problem. It's been a problem for years. I mentioned to you guys, I did a reaction to my draft grades for 2022, and played a clip from that. And one of the clips from that video, I said we're getting crushed on the boards on a regular basis, and I was like, well, 3 years later, nothing's changed. I like Rasheer Fleming Luminix. I like him with the 16th pick. He's projected to go, it seems like late teens. So the Hawks pick, if it doesn't land at 16, I wouldn't mind Rasheer Fleming there. Doghouse for reasons unknown. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not playing him. We need size out there. I swear, if we draft a wing with our first pick, I know a lot of people want Knuppel, Knuppel, Knuppely. He's like 6'6" ish. I know we need shooting, but I think we need size first, unless we can get size in free agency. The problem is the draft is before free agency. So if you can't get a big in free agency and you didn't pick up a big in the draft, and I get the logic too, since personally like TSR, we can't be drafting rookie bigs that we need to develop. We need to be moving into win now mode. Like I know, but the team needs size. It's evident. It's blatantly evident. And not to mention the fact that Wemby shoots a lot of threes. He takes what, 8 threes a game? So he's not going to get there out getting offensive rebounds because he's 20 plus feet away from the hoop. We need a huge game from somebody tonight. Somebody from the Spurs got to step up. Collins been playing well off the bench. I'll give him that. At least offensively. I don't know about defensively. So Collins in that weird spot at 6'5". He's too small to be a small forward, but I don't think he's quick enough to be a shooting guard. Nick Cornette's at the line. He's got 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. Of course, he's got a million rebounds because he's taller than most of our guys. One more shot. Hey boy, let's not let this lead keep going the way it's going. Second free throw. Bounces around and rolls off the rim. Champagnie with the rebound. This is the biggest lead in the night, 14 points for the Celtics. They are 3 of 5 from the line. The Spurs are 1 of 2. That's good though. I don't want to see a lot of free throws tonight. Castle with the ball, guarded by White. Out to Champagnie, open for 3. Got it. Hit one of those open threes. Bingus. I was trying to think of a funny word. Champagnie launching the threes, but bricking all of them. Derek White for 3. Nope. And Keldon with the rebound for the Spurs. I think I just saw a quick stat. The Celtics have 24 rebounds and we have 11. I don't know if that's right or not. Mamu for 3. Nope. Is that really the rebound stat? Are we getting doubled up on rebounds? The stat went up quick and I didn't get a chance to read it, but I think we are getting doubled up on rebounds right now. I wouldn't be shocked. Jaylen Brown dribbling like nobody's business against Champagnie. Now the pull-up jumper by Brown, good. Omar, thank you. I am always here. I've not missed a game this season. All the preseason games, all the regular season games. I believe this is game number 85 for me and us. Oh, my clock wasn't running. My bad. I'll fix that now. My apologies. But we'll have called every Spurs game this season. When it's all said and done, we'll have called 95 games. 4-15 from 3. Too clutch, Corey. Good evening. My apologies if I missed anybody in the chat. I'm trying to focus a little more on the games because I tend to miss plays if I'm always looking over this way. It kills. Good evening to you. Obviously, when there's free throws or timeouts, halftime, before the game, after the game, I'm going to focus on the chat. So I'm checking back in. CP3 checking back in. CP3 is leading the team with rebounds with 3. Castle, I think, has 6 now. Thursday against the Cavaliers, he had 22, 11, and 8. Almost a triple-double, which would have been the first triple-double of his career. Did have a rough shooting night. I believe he finished 9 of 23. And a lot of those shots were actually in the paint, getting blocked. Castle, 2 of 4 from the line. Really needs to start getting a little more consistent with his free throws. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Celtics ball up by 15. Jaylen Brown gets into Porzingis in the paint. Ball gets knocked out. Spurs ball. Castle on the run. Almost lost it. Gets in Harrison Barnes. He's going to fire off a 3. There we go. All right. And start building on that. We're out rebounded 26 to 12. Okay, so we're getting crushed on the boards. The Celtics actually have more turnovers, 5 to 1. But they're destroying us on the boards. They're a bigger team. Of course they should be killing us. Hauser for 3, no good. Sohan with the rebound. And Jeremy will bring it up the court, gets it to Keldon. Keldon into the paint. Out to an open Castle. Castle's going to take off himself into the paint. And now the offense is just going to reset. Nope, Castle going to take off again. Takes it at Porzingis. Going to get fouled this time. His shot was blocked. Had no chance of making that, but he was fouled. Maybe we'll remember the album. Yeah, he was easily blocked by Porzingis. He's lucky he got fouled. He's at the line for two. He might start getting more calls as he progresses in his career. Castle with 6 points, only 2 of 7 from the field, though. Rough night so far. 3 of 5 from the line at the moment for Steph. Champagne, Sohan, Malachi, Bassi, CP3, McLaughlin needs it. Wow. Tracy, that's a lot of folks. Well, thank you for stopping in. She's heading to bed. It's almost 3 a.m., but thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. I got a little bicep back. Sorry, I just noticed in the shadow that looked like I had a little baby bicep. Made them both. All right. 10-point game. Let's keep heading in that direction. Gosh, Kellen on Porzingis. That's just Spurs cause another turnover. There you go. Playing some D, causing the turnover, getting a steal. I like it. 6 turnovers for the Celtics, only 1 for the Spurs at the moment. CP3 with the ball, drives, kicks it out to Castle. Castle going to launch a long three. No good. The fight for the rebound, and Spurs get it. Sewing in the paint. Foul going to the line for 2. All right, we're seeing a little fight. I like it. A little bit of fight tonight. I'd see Steph maybe firing off a few less threes the way he's shooting right now. Jeremy Sohan on the year averaging 11.5 points, 6.6 rebounds, 68% from the line. I think there was at one point this year, I want to say Sohan was averaging a double-double, but he's different below that. They're not a double-double, 8 rebounds a game. Alabama Dookie. I forgot to watch that Duke game the other night after the Spurs. I was going to scout Maluach, Knuppel, and of course Flag, although I don't really need to scout much on Flag to know how good he is. 8-point game. Spurs have got it to single digits. Spurs have 11 points off Celtics turnovers. Celtics only have 3 off the Spurs turnovers. We have 1 turnover, so it's a 3-point shot. Porzingis in the paint. Foul. The ball sits on the rim and rolls off. Going live for 2. Ramirez, thank you for stopping in. Yes, Teesprings, he will. Porzingis with 9 points tonight, 4 rebounds. Oh, he only has 2 blocks. I shouldn't say only 2 blocks. I thought he had 3. Why am I drawing the blank on the coach of the Celtics? I am totally forgetting his name. I can't remember everything. Porzingis at the line for 1 more, and the Celtics look like they have pretty much all their starters out there. Made them both. Reyes, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go. Jeremy will bring it up for the Spurs. Down by 10. Gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin with the takeoff, drives in the paint. Euro step, pass to Jeremy. Jeremy throws it down. Nice drive and dish by Kelvin. Butterfly. Red iron. No. Thank you, Tiger. Butterfly, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Spurs are keeping it close, and this is what I want to see. If they lose to the defending NBA champions, so be it. But fight hard, and the Spurs cause almost another turnover. Oh, what? That did not go off Del Vassell? Oh, a foul. What? Did he push Devin when he was going for the ball? It's Spurs ball. All right, turnover. All right. Jeremy into the paint. Throws up a tough shot, no good. Going to draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Let's go. Let's punch the Celtics in the face. Yeah, we need to be in full attack mode defensively. By the way, we're playing tomorrow night too. We are on a back-to-back tomorrow. We play the Warriors at, I want to say 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be live for that game. And that's going to be a tough one too. I don't know about Steph Curry's availability. I know he had an injury recently. I don't remember how long he was supposed to be out for. Jeremy, threw that one at the rim. That was not a good free throw. No good. 49-42 though. 7-point game. The Celtics were up by as much as 15. So again, trending in the right direction. You know what? I also like to see trend in the right direction. Put thumbs up. Porzingis in the paint, no good. Spurs. Well, JT, welcome back. You are live. You got timed out by accident. My apologies. Not by me, but Keldon in the paint. 1-1. Let's go. You're welcome, Bobby. Colin, go. And even you'll be at the game tomorrow. Curry is in. Okay. Nice. Enjoy the game, Cohen. Kelman with double digits in the first quarter. First half, excuse me. If we win, I'm going to HEB tonight. Storming, what's going on? We're not making the playoffs, but let's continue to develop the team, fight in every game, and just enjoy the much of the rest of the season. We only have 9 games left after tonight. And I got to tell you, I am so excited that, barring something weird happening, like me getting hit and a tree falling on me, I shouldn't say that because I have big trees in the back, but I will be called every game for the first time ever on this channel with you guys. So that's awesome. Spurs on a 14-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Let's go. It's the Grogu. He's using the Schwartz. Should use the Schwartz there, Grogu. Drew Holiday for 3. 52-45. Jeremy in the paint. Back out to Dan Vassell. Vassell with an off-balance 3. Wanted the foul. Not going to get it. Derek White's open for 3. And it's going to go over the backboard. Spurs ball. That's a miss. Looks like Curry is back. What's my rooting for in the playoffs, Tracy? It's a darn good question. I know I'll be rooting against the Atlanta Hawks and they're playing. We'll be actually hate watching that game. Sohan's wide open for 3. And his shot goes over the backboard. So yeah, it's a heads up. A lot of you already know this, but the Atlanta Hawks playoff or play-in games in April, I plan on hate watching Atlanta. I.e., I'm not gonna say I hate Atlanta during the game. I don't hate them, but I'll sure as heck be rooting for them to lose and rooting hard for their opposition to win. Jason Tatum with the ball guarded by Steph. Pull up Jay. Nice shot. 9-point game. Come on, Grogu. Use the force. Use the headband. Devin gonna drive baseline. Right back down in the paint. Out to CP3. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Steph. Steph out to an open Sohan for 3. Oh my God, that was awful. Oh boy. Just leave. If I'm the other team, I leave him open all game. Tatum misses a layup in the paint. His 3-point shot looks oogly tonight. Jeremy in the paint, out to Castle, open for 3 in the corner. There we go. Steph finally hits a 3. 54-48, Spurs down by 6. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown just launches a 3 good. With a hand in his face. 10 of 24 for the Celtics from 3. The Spurs are 6 of 22. Castle with the ball again. Crossover into the paint. Stops, pops. Tough shot. I will say his ability to stop on a dime in the paint is quite incredible to watch for a rookie. Brown gets it to Porzingis. Porzingis 1-1 with Barnes. Out to Tatum. Tatum's going to launch a 3 over Steph. That's no good. Devin with the rebound tips it up to CP3. CP3 will bring it up the court. Minute 45 to go in the first half. Sohan with the ball. Yeah, that was some ugly dribbling, Jeremy. Back to Steph. 8 on the shot clock. Steph going to launch another 3. Air ball. Oh, boy. Derek White is open all day in the corner. He has set the record for most threes by a Celtic, hasn't he? Why is that? Oh, Levi, because they're not making the playoffs? 60 to 50. Get it under 10. That's all I ask. Get it under 10 for that. Foul on Boston. You heard somebody else was saying he might sit it out. The Celtics announcers are saying that, yes, I'm watching the Celtics stream. It's my only option. This game's on NBA TV tonight, but it is blacked out for me in my area. So I'm on NBC Sports Boston, which is very much obviously biased toward the Celtics. The channel's called NBC Sports Boston. So very obvious who they're rooting for. So Boston in the name. Jerry makes the first free throw. Well, Derek, I agree. It's not fun to watch. I don't like it. I've been an advocate on this channel since day one that I I'd like to see less 3-point shooting, but it analytically it makes sense, doesn't it? If I take 52-point shots and make 50% of them, I score 100 points. If I take 53 pointers and only make 35%, I'm going to score more points. Nice layup. I didn't even see who shot that. I was Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday had 16. He's going off tonight. Spurs ball, 14 on the shot clock. CP3 out to Sohan. Sohan fakes the three, drives in the paint, and goes for a huge dunk and blows it. Boston ball. Tatum in the paint, layup good. Back to 12. Spurs can pretty much hold for the last. I mean, there's half a second between the shot clock and game clock. Castle with the ball standing on the Spurs logo at midcourt, guarded by former San Antonio Spurs Derek White. Looking for a screen from Sohan, gets the screen, starts to drive into the paint, gets blocked. Sohan gets the ball back. Turnaround Jay, no good. And that's how 1.5 down by 12. Yes, analytics are ruining the game. Mambo and Julian are combined 0 for 4 from 3. Great. Sports becomes all about merit. Yeah, I agree. Levi and friends, I agree. I mean, the game changes constantly, so I'm sure at some point we're going to see a team that doesn't rely on the 3-point shot all game be a champion again, or a team that doesn't launch a million threes. But it's I understand where it's frustrating because you just see players run up and down the court and chuck threes. I'm sorry, that's not basketball to me. That's not playing the game. That's not running plays. That's not, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. It's not 64-52 because that's what I have and that's what ESPN has. Did somebody get a point taken away? Am I missing something? I need to put halftime up on the screen. I do need to do that. There we go. All right, we'll take a look at the halftime stats. This could be much worse. If you miss a three, you lose a point. We are airballing open threes. Yap, yap. I did catch that. Anthony, I say playoffs next year. Eighth, indeed. Running up and down the court and just firing off threes. It's technically it's basketball, but to me, it's not. All right, come on. Where is this game on the scoreboard? Let's take a look around the NBA before we pull up the game. All right, any teams we care about. The Miami Heat are beating the Sixers 72-67. We want the Heat to win. We're talking lottery. The Bulls are down to the Mavericks 56-53. We want the Bulls to win that. No other games tonight that we care about. Okay. Come on, Chicago, Miami. And you want Chicago, Miami to somehow knock out the Atlanta Hawks from the playoffs because I believe they're both out of the plane right now. So we want the Hawks to lose, 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 and those two teams to win, win, win. All right, for the Celtics, Jason Tatum with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, has a chance at a triple-double. Kristaps Porzingis with 11 points. Drew Holiday with 16 on 6 of 9 shooting. Derek White with 6 points, both of them on 3-pointers. He does have 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's not a shot at a triple-double. You get a triple-double, and you get a triple-double. Jaylen Brown with 6 points. He's on a slow night. Off the bench, Baylor Shireman with 3, Sam Hauser with 5, and Luke Cornett with 5. Wow. The Boston Celtics, 8-man rotation so far. Okay. I don't think that'll stay that whole game, but for the time being. Is what it is. Jeremy Sohan. Oof. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. That sounds good. He's 3 of 10 from the field. Not shooting well at the moment. Harrison Barnes with 8 points. CP3 has 3 rebounds and 3 assists. He has not shot the ball. He's 0 for 0. He has not taken one shot. He's got a donut for points. Devin Vassell, a little bit of rough night so far. 3 of 7, only 3 of 7 for 8 points. Stefan Castle really struggling from the field. 4 of 12 overall. 1 of 6 from 3. Boy, is he getting a green light to shoot the ball at will. He's got 13 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. Has not turned the ball over. Actually, the entire Spurs starting lineup has not turned the ball over. I'm going to knock on wood because that's probably not going to stay the same the whole game. But none of our starters have turned the ball over. Actually, ESPN says we have no turnovers, period. Oh, wait, we have one. No, that's the Celtics. It says we have no turnovers. The team might have a turnover because of an offensive foul, but an actual, like, regular turnover, it says we have 0. That is crazy. Sandro Mamakhelishvili came in and ran around for 9 minutes and has 0. He had 1 block. Missed his two shots. Julian Champagny. Holy crap. Sandro, Julian, and Blake. 3 guys off the bench have a combined 0 points. Kelman's the only guy who scored off the bench. He's 5 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line. Kelman has 12 points, 3 rounds, 1 assist. He's the only player to score off our bench. We have 4 players with a donut tonight. Everybody in the Celtics has scored. 4 out of our 9 guys have not scored. CP3, 15 minutes. Mamu, 9 minutes. Champagny, 10 minutes. Blake Wesley, 7 minutes. That is 17, 26, 41 combined minutes of basketball. 0 points. Wow, that's not good. Damn, I wonder why we're losing. Wow, I'm kind of speechless right now. Look at what's going on. I think we're stopping in. We have way too many donuts. Cooper Flag to the Spurs. Anybody? Anybody? I feel like he has 2, Keith, but man, 0 shots. Starting lineup: Fox, Castle, Barnes, Flag, Wemby. Would Barnes still be a starter, or would it be Sohan or Vassell? Because Barnes only has 1 more year on his contract. He's going to be 33 next season. I got to think it would be Fox, Castle, Flag, Wemby, Sohan, or Vassell. Sohan gives us more size. Not, but the floor spacing would still. I mean, teams are leaving Jeremy open as they should. His 3-point shot tonight looks terrible. It looks absolutely horrible tonight. Motivation, I don't know for sure. We were not playing well in January, so I don't know. Rock is coming and throwing chocolates. Nice. Medicare's at the game. Nice. Barnes can shoot, Sohan can't. I mean, that's fair there. Hello there. Hello. Barnes is a horrible defender. He's a terrible rebounder for somebody his size. I mean, he's a defensive liability most of the time. At least Jeremy gives us a defensive upgrade. So what's more important in that scenario? And what are we looking from the lineup? Lemmy obviously plays a full season, defensive player of the year candidate. Flag, from what I heard, is a very good defender. Fox, not a great defender, but he does get steals, so I mean, he's not helpless. Castle's showing he'll be probably a very good defender next year. So we go defense with Sohan. Do they even bring Sohan back? It's not a lock there. They're going to extend his contract at like $20 million a year. I think they will, but who the heck knows? Oh, we need size, rebounding, and shooting. Well, size and rebounding go together. Talon's playing very well tonight, Paisan. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while. I don't think 2 first-round picks for. I don't think it's me. I think it's gonna be more than 2 first-round picks for KD. He's gonna bring in a $50 million contract, and he's gonna be what, 37 next season? what I mean, we've seen too many teams try to do that win right now thing and not win right now, and it blows up. Steven Z with that $5 super chat says, "Light up that scoreboard, Spurs." Yes, and play a little more Dean. I don't think Kevin Durant's worth the. If he was, look, I'll say this again. I understand some of you want Kevin Durant. It didn't. It's not working in Phoenix at all. It didn't work in Brooklyn. What makes you think it's now going to work here? There appears to be chemistry issues, locker room. Maybe not saying it's all because of him, but it hasn't worked in the last two teams he's gone to. He had a super team in Brooklyn with Harden and Kyrie. Granted, there were injuries there. He's got Booker and Beal again injuries, but still, he's going to these teams with other stars, and it's not working. Why would it work here? He's getting older, which means his defense is going to start continuing to go this way. There's the risk of injury. There's a huge contract. It's extremely high risk, maybe high reward. How much basketball you got left in him? You could be one injury away from career over. I don't. If he was 5 years younger, sure, let's go for it. Why not? But a guy pushing 40, I think it's too risky. I don't think it's worth the risk because then if it doesn't work, it backfires. If you bring him in, let's say 2 seasons, and you give up draft capital and you would eat up so much salary with his contract, and it doesn't work, now you set the franchise back. And that's what I don't want. I want to keep thinking forward, and I don't want to think short term, which Kevin Durant would be a very short term plan for the Spurs. And are we usually talking about this channel like long term? We're not trying to win one championship with Wemby. We want to see him win multiple championships. And I think bringing Kevin Durant in is a very short term, trying to win one, and then where do you go from there? I'm pretty sure Wemby had surgery. Good evening, Greg. Thank you for stopping in. Vassell trade rumors? The Vassell, Kelman, and 3 or 4 first-round picks? Yeah, no way. That's way too much for a player that's on the wrong side of, I would say wrong side of 30. He's on the wrong side of 35. CP3, okay, so you are correct there, Carlos. Big difference is we gave up nothing for Chris Paul, right? He was a free agent, and he's making 1/4 of what Kevin Durant's making. So that was more of a low risk medium reward. We weren't expecting Chris Paul to be the same player he was 15 years ago, but it wasn't a huge investment, and that's the big difference. Small investment for Chris Paul. For Kevin Durant, it's a huge investment. If it doesn't work, now you've lost players, draft capital, and spent a ton of cap on the player. Of course, trade rumors are just that, trade rumors. Although anything's possible, did anybody think Luka Doncic was going to get traded from the Mavericks to the Lakers this season? No. So who the heck knows in the NBA these days? Oh, they were trade. A lot of folks I think would trade Vassell. I don't know where he fits right now. I like Devin, I do, but if Stephon Castle is part of our huge future, which it seems like he would be, he was our 4th overall pick, and Darren Fox is going to be our starting point guard for the next how many years? Where does Vassell fit in? Because I don't think we can run out a team in the starting lineup of Fox, Castle, and Vassell. That's just too small. It is. Even if we had a player that's like 6'9", 6'10" at power forward, we're seeing on a regular basis players get easy shots off over our small lineup and kill us, destroy us on the rebounds. Hello, Aqua. I wouldn't mind Vassell as a 6-man. I think in that case, yep, we have to move on from Kelvin. It would not make sense to keep them both at that point. I try to have a point, Carlos. I think these things out a little bit. Exactly. CP3 was brought in as a mentor. Kevin Durant's not going to be brought in as a mentor. Wemby, Fox, Castle, Flag. Randy, I mean, I like those 4. I mean, if the Spurs get Flag, I mean, that would be unbelievable. That means in a 3-year span, we would have had the 1st overall pick, the 4th pick, and then the 1st pick again. And if you can't build a dynasty after that, then something's wrong. That's Lieutenant. I'm hoping that Castle's shooting comes around next season. Not doesn't have to be great. Just work on your 3-point shooting and free throws in the offseason and get your 3-point percentage up to the NBA average. That's all I'm asking. Same thing with Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy's so slow with his release. I mean, he winds that thing up. One of you was mentioning in a comment once that even if you leave him open, if you want to get to try to defend his shot, it's so slow. You could have somebody get out there and put a hand in his face, but why would you? He's not a good 3-point shooter. Granted, he was at 34% at one point this year because he had a little hot streak, but he's going in the other direction again. Leave him open. I would dare him to shoot all day. I'd be like, shh, I ain't coming out there. I want to stand right here and wait for the rebound. Go ahead and fire it. There we go. Air ball. Naz Reid would be nice on the team. I would like Naz Reid. The Timberwolves would be crazy not to try to re-sign him. The sell, I feel dealing with sell. If I'm okay with Chris Paul coming back, it has to be off the bench. Absolutely cannot be a starter next season. He shoots like a dump. Jeremy, J-E, I mean, it's not Jeremy. King Hori goes for his go to you. He is Capsule 10. You know what, William? I hope the Utah Jazz don't get the #1 pick. The way they've been tanking, the blatant, obvious tanking they've been doing, screw them. I'm sorry. They've never had a first overall pick ever in their team history. Let's keep it like that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Matthew, that's a very good question. I really don't know. I want a slow hand with a slow hand. Ooh, that sounds kind of dirty. I don't know how to sing that anymore. All right, we're down by 12. Not great, but guys, it could be infinitely worse considering who we're playing. And they have their entire starting lineup. Mark says trade De'Aaron Fox and our #1 pick or our first round pick for. Thing is, one thing you got to remember: would any team actually trade down right now? And I do see some of you guys saying, and I respect your opinion. You guys are saying to me, TSR, let's just trade up for the first overall pick if we don't get it. Well, look, I would love that. Don't get me wrong. But who would actually trade down? Would anybody actually be willing to trade Cooper Flag? Probably not. Barnes with the first shot of the second half, and it's good. Spurs have 24 points in the paint. The Celtics have 18. That's really not a surprise considering Boston has been launching a lot of threes, and unfortunately for Spurs fans, making a lot of threes. Jason Tatum with the ball, 6 on the shot clock, 1-on-1 with Vassell. Ooh, totally juked Vassell out of his shoes. The jumper is no good. CP3 with the rebound, gets it up to Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Out to HB. HB now in the paint. Back out to Vassell. Catch and shoot 3. Let's go. All right, 7-point game. William, I think whether Cooper Flag enters the draft or not will heavily depend on who the first overall pick is. Holiday for 3? Nope. Steph with the rebound. Although I did think I saw Paige Beckers is declaring for the draft. This TSR is telling me she might not declare because of not wanting to play for offensive foul on Sohan. Well, I think he smacked Kristaps Porzingis in the face. Well, that's one way to slow Porzingis down. Just get in there and just do this with Porzingis. He pushed off his face. Oh, he elbowed him in the face. Oh, he gave him the people's elbow. Carlos, thank you. Yeah, Pages. Yeah, I saw that tonight too. She's going to the draft. So she's going to. Who was the worst WNBA team? Was it Dallas or something or Washington or I don't know. Porzingis with a long 3. Sohan with the rebound. Let's go Spurs. Come on. Shimon. Castle with the ball for San Antonio. A little ISO play. Gets to HB. 12 on the shot clock out to CP3. I think Chris Paul still has not taken a shot yet. Over to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Almost falls down. Now he's going to launch a corner three with the shot clock running down, and he did not make that. Sohan 0 for 4 from three tonight. Spurs now shooting 28% from three for the game. Celtics have cooled off. They are shooting 39%. And now we're going to have a foul, I think, on the Spurs. Yeah. Dallas, okay. The prune, what's going on? No, not at the start of the prune. If Chris Paul wants to come back to San Antonio next year, I am on board as a backup only and limited minutes backup. Like you ain't getting more than 20 minutes a game. 15 to 20, that's it. I'd be okay with that. I think he's, from what it sounds like, listening to the other players, he's done a fantastic job as a mentor. And if he wants to transition to maybe some coach on the Spurs someday, hey, so be it. Whatever. Not against it. He can absolutely not start next season if he was to come back to our team. Absolutely not. Hello there. Yeah, yeah. This has not been a good. This has not been a pretty game for Jeremy. This is Biombo. Biombo wasn't on the injury report, right? He had not played 1 second tonight, and we're getting crushed on the boards. You think we bring like the guy with the biggest wingspan that's available on the team in, but didn't he play well the other night? Am I missing something? Porzingis in the paint, throws up an air ball. It's gonna go out of bounds. Spurs ball. Jeremy will bring it up for the Spurs. Almost lost it. Gets it out to CP3 over to Devin. Devin's gonna take off, tacks the rim, kicks it out to HB for three. From the corner, no good. Jeremy with the offensive rebound. Out to CP3. He's gonna launch a three. Nope. Kristaps Porzingis with the rebound, and it's going to be Boston ball up 64 to 57, 9:20 to go in the third quarter. Eric White catch and shoot three, no good. HB with the rebound. Spurs ball. The Celtics three-point shooting has cooled off, and now Sohan open in the paint, goes to dunk it, gets blocked, and he is writhing in pain now on the ground. Fouled by Porzingis. Jeremy has dealt with quite a few injuries this season. Let's see where he got hit. And he found his tailbone. And Jeremy is still down. Finally gets helped up. That's all we need is another injury at this point in the season. It was a hard foul by Porzingis, but it was a good hard foul. The only reason Jeremy ate the ground like that is he was going for dunks. I mean, when you foul somebody up in the air, the landing's usually not going to be very soft. Luminix, I don't know if they are there. This first free throw, Marla, I don't think that was really that. It didn't seem dirty. It was a good hard block. That would have just been normal basketball in the 90s. They didn't review for a flagrant and all. I don't think that was. I think that was a good foul. Again, Jeremy was going for a dunk, so he's in the air. You get fouled in the air. They're going to land wherever you land. I'm glad he's okay. The Celtics have 0 points in the last 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Boston, 12 on the shot clock. 64-58. This is the closest it's been in a while. I'm trying to look at the bench to see if Wemby and Fox are there. I think Fox is there. I don't think Wemby is. To answer your question, Jason Tatum, one-on-one with Castle. Shot clock running down. Going to fire off a long three. No good. The long rebound falls in the hands of Holiday. And now an alley-oop to Luke Cornett. The layup is good. The Celtics' first bucket in, gosh, almost 4 minutes. Spurs ball. Selling to the paint. The runner. Short, no good. Holiday with the rebound. And Drew will bring it up for the Celtics. Gets it up to Derek White. White's going to fly in the paint. Kicks it out to a wide open Jaylen Brown. Three-pointer's no good. Chris Paul with another rebound. I think Chris Paul's one of our best rebounders tonight. Castle with the ball. Open for three. Takes the corner three. Oh, God, that was no good. Barnes with the offensive rebound. Put back layup is also no good. Oh. If we could shoot just a little straighter tonight, we'd tie this game. Derek White for three. No good. Fournette with an offensive rebound. And put back, no good. We're at 91 likes. Can we get to 100? Let's get it to 100, my friends.
Spurs go! Go Spurs go!
I think Bismack's on the bench. All signs point to he's available tonight. I'm surprised with how poorly how poorly everything's going in the paint for us defensively that he's not playing. Jaylen Brown, corner three, good. One too many points, TSR. 68-58, back up to double digits. Jacob, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Barnes catching 2-3 in the corner, good. Harrison Barnes loves the corners. Brown's not gonna. Nope, pats it out. I thought he was gonna shoot a three. He changed his mind midair. Tatum with the ball at the moment, drives on Mamu into the paint. Tough shot, no good. The tip by Cornet is good. We need some rebounding. Damn it. 9 offensive rebounds for the Celtics. Castle free throw line jumper, no good. Derek White with the rebound. Corners love HB. Drew Holiday 1-on-1 with CP3. Out to Derek White. White's going to drive in the paint and alley-oop to Cornet. Easy dunk. We have no rim protection, no rebounding, timeout. He is our best three-point shooter. Jacob, absolutely. The Spurs front office doesn't believe in rebounders. It's apparently not, Caps Dudes N. They're just killing us on the boards. That's the one big thing killing us tonight. Do. Mikey, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Bow. 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 Mikey, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Mikey, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Bow. 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 Mikey, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. We need more guards. Yeah, that's what the Spurs need. More guards. This offseason is going to be a lot of fun. It really is. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Spurs. Starts in May. May we find out when we pick in the lottery. I think that's around May 12th-ish, somewhere around there. May 15th. I don't know. It's going to be before a playoff game, probably on TNT. If I don't have TNT, crap. Figure something out for that. Cornet is a free agent this summer. Let's bring him in. Connor, Castle's definitely been given the green light to shoot as much as possible. There's no doubt. They said fire at will, and he is. I mean, that's part of developing, I guess, is just. I do think sometimes he needs to pass more in the paint, especially in the game the other night on Thursday. There were a lot of drives in the paint where he was getting blocked or just getting crowded, and he'll learn in the offseason, hopefully, that there's going to be times when you got to take that shot. When you have a one-on-one, sure, go for it. But if there's guys collapsing on you, if their best rim protectors collapsing on you, you might not always want to challenge that. Connor, I don't know if Derek Queen's going to be available if we end up. It looks like we're going to draft 8th right now if we don't move up. I'm hoping we do. As it stands at this moment in time, the Spurs are the 8th overall team in the lottery. You would have to think Queen or Malawatch would be available, but would either of them start? I'm pretty sure Malawatch doesn't shoot the three ball. I don't know about Derek Queen. And are you going to use a pick that high for a backup center? I mean, the Blazers did. They did last draft. They drafted Klingon from UConn with DeAndre Ayton on the roster, and he drafted him as a backup. Castle's 4 for 14. It's not good. Lascelles going to drive out to Kelvin. Kelvin fakes the three and passes it to Devin. Devin back with the ball. Pull up Jay. No good. Cornet with the rebound. Spurs down by 11 with 6.5 minutes to go in quarter 3. By the way, we'll be live again tomorrow for the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs. I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're a Spurs fan, you haven't hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give it a hit. We love covering the Spurs here, cover all the games, do some news videos. Mamu for 3. There we go. Is it Mamu time? I've heard Thomas Sowell's name come up a few times. Spurs with 15 points off Celtics turnovers. Boston only has 3. Cornette with another offensive rebound after a miss. Drew Holiday for 3. How many freaking times have I said this season, offensive rebound for the opposing team, and it turns into a 3? Boston has 17 second chance points. We have 2. That's 15-point differential. That's the difference in the game right there. Chris Paul's going to blow like right by. This absolutely obliterates Luke Barnett off the dribble and gets in the paint and hits a layup. But in transition, Spurs don't get back, and Drew Holiday with the layup, 77-66. Anthony, it's blocked out on NBA TV. It is on NBC Sports Boston for me, which is why I might be a little bit more behind than normal for you guys. CP3 over to Barnes in the corner. No good. Derek White with the rebound. 77-66, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hauser's going to drive. Out to Holiday. Back to Tatum for 3. It's back to 14 just like that. They can score so fast. This is the defending NBA champions. Let's not forget. Kellen's going to drive in the paint. Jumper off the glass. Good. Kellen's been extremely efficient tonight. I'd like to see him actually shoot maybe a little more. I think he's 6 of 6. All right, Filippi. Ron Knuppel looking good. John Lou, good evening to you. Ron Knuppel has been mocked to us a lot. Hauser for 3. Come on, miss a 3, you bungholes. Nice, Anthony. I'll be calling tomorrow game. Juan, good evening to you. Mamu drives in the paint, misses the shot, foul, going in line for 2. And a couple free throws coming up. When flag was out, Knoppel leads Dukes in the win. I mean, we need shooting, but where does he fit with the team? You wouldn't be in the starting lineup. I mean, we know he needs size. I mean, would a good draft for you guys be, if you know Knoppel well enough, Mamu's first free throw is good. Knoppel at 8 if we drafted 8, and then Fleming at 16. Maybe we can get, maybe, not likely, but maybe we can get Reyno with the 40th overall pick, the French center that played with Wemby. It seems kind of very much up in the air what his draft position is going to be. Marmo misses the second free throw, but we have a whistle. It's going to go against San Antonio. Boston ball. Ideally, we move up to a top 4 pick. And then maybe we could get Case Bailey in the top 4. Ideally, we get the first overall pick, but odds are against us. The odds are against us getting a top 4 pick as well, but I can dream. Boston ball up by 14. We just had the lead down to 6 in the third quarter. They have pushed the lead back up to 14. Tatum open in the paint. Gets blocked by Mamu. Yeah, that's a goaltend. And a timeout. Carter Bryant's another player we could take. Carter Bryant's a name I've been seeing a bit lately. I don't know a lot about him. Is he projected to go in the teens? Yeah, Jason Tatum a little bit too open there in the paint. I don't know how you lose the Celtics' best offensive player, but there he was, just hanging out, and easy buck or easy shot, I should say. It ended up being a goaltend. Well, this is the biggest lead of the game. Can the Spurs close out the third quarter with a run and get this thing back to single digits before the end of the fourth? I don't know. I think we were playing better when I was clutching Grogu, so I'm going to clutch Grogu again. Brian is nice. He plays defense. JT, can he shoot the 3? I mean, I'd like a in a stretch. I mean, I'd like a 3-and-D stretch 4 or stretch 5 in the draft. By the way, we still have not hit 100 thumbs up. Who's not hitting the thumbs up? We almost always get to 100 thumbs up before the end of the third quarter. If you have something to do so, make sure you minimize the live chat. It'll show the thumbs up. Smash it right there if you've been hanging out with us. It does help the channel. And it's going to be a struggle the rest of the season to get thumbs up because, well, we're going to lose a lot of these games coming up. Let's be honest. We're playing playoff teams, so need your support more than ever. I thank you for those that are doing it or about to do it.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Like next season is going to be fun. I'm just going to look at it as all this losing is will be worth it next season. When we'll playoff team and Wemby's going nuts and Fox is going nuts and Castle in year 2. Teespring says Duke now. We're good on that. Brian's projected as a 3D player. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. This is, I mean, kind of what we expected tonight. Really, the two glaring things that's beating us tonight are two team needs we have. Rebounding and three-point shooting. That is such a big difference in this game tonight with the Celtics just hitting threes left and right and just destroying us on the boards. Pax Brazilian Ghost, it's looking like Wemby might play for France in the summer, and I'm not excited about that. No, if there's any any of our French friends in the chat, it's not because it's nothing against the French team. I just want him to be healthy for next season, and I'm worried he's going to rush back with the surgery he had this week, and I'm not a fan of it. Obviously, he's free to do whatever he wants. I want to say Eric Alamo was defending it, saying, look, trying to look at it as a bad thing. Look at him as getting, some reps in before the Spurs season. So if the doctors clear him, then it is what it is. The silence in the paint, layup, no good. Like Leslie with the putback, no good. Mama with the putback, no good. Nice. Now an open 3 in the corner. No good. And it's going to go out of bounds. That was a Shireman for 3. Spurs ball. Keldon with the ball for the Spurs. Going to put his head down, drive in the paint. And almost lost the ball. Back out to, wow, they had Blake Wesley open in the paint for a second. Devin to Keldon. From Keldon to Devin, back to Keldon. 8 on the shot clock. Keldon lost the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Spurs ball. With the win of the Brooklyn Nets tonight, the Sixers are moving to the 5th spot. Yeah, I hope the Sixers keep their pick. But somebody said if the Sixers pick does not convey, the Thunder get their next 2 first-round picks, which sounds even worse. Keldon with the ball again, going to drive in the paint. Tough shot, no good. Mama with the putback. There we go. All right, let's close out the third quarter strong. Yeah, road trip. That's what Aaron Mellows was saying. It. Shireman for 3. 17-point game. So I mean, if he's medically cleared, then I wish him the best. Blake Wesley's just going to fire up a 3 and make it, of course. Never doubted him. Yes, come on, Chicago. Drywall. I mean, the Celtics are up by 14, so Kristaps Porzingis probably getting a long rest. Tatum for a mile-long 3, no good. And a foul on Cornette, Spurs ball. Warwell, go Spurs, go to you. Magic and Heat won today. I don't think those games are over yet, are they? $88-74. That's right. I'm rocking a headband Grogu. Castle with the ball for the Spurs. Gets it to Champagnie. Champagnie to Keldon over to Castle. 12 on the shot clock. Back to Keldon. Keldon going to drive in the paint. Oh boy. Gets triple teamed. Loses the ball. Turnover Spurs. Probably should have passed that one out, buddy. Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Over to Holiday. Holiday loses the ball. Gets it back. 14 on the shot clock. Holiday drives on Blake Wesley. Kicks it out to Hauser for 3. No good. And it's going to be poked out of bounds by Boston. Spurs ball. Leaders for the Celtics. Holiday with 21. Tatum with 17. Cornette with 11. Castle flies in the paint. Layup good. Leaders for the Spurs, Johnson with 14, Castle with 13, Barnes with 13. I don't know if that included Castle's last bucket. Cornette with the ball out to Tatum. 12-point game, 88 to 76. Tatum drives in the paint, going to get fouled. Go to line for 2. The Mavs have an 11-man rotation. Well, at least they don't have at least 8 guys. And man, Grogu's trying to, I don't know, put some juju on the Celtics. Tatum at the line for 2. Jason Tatum with 17 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. That's odd that they listed it that way. Usually the rebounds and assists are switched around and it's points, rebounds, assists. At least in my world, I don't know. Fair enough's on a scar. Tatum's a good player. What can I say? And he's an NBA champion and an NBA Finals MVP. Celtics are 7 of 9 from the line. We're 12 of 17. We've taken almost twice as many free throws, but we're not hitting. Wesley for 3 again. Nope. Keldon with the putback. Nope. But he's going to get fouled. And a Keldon yell. I heard a. Keldon's going to go to line for 2. It's on Cornette. Shireman. I keep forgetting how to say his name. I want to spell it out on my screen. It's not spelled the way I think it would be. Shireman. Keldon's first free throw is good. 90-77. No. Would you respect Castle's 3-point shooting tonight? Isn't he like 1 of 6? I'd leave him open. Plus he's under 30% for the year. Yeah, leave him open. Leave him open. Leave Sohan open. Both who started together, by the way. 90-78. Yep, like the Hobbit. I don't understand why Bismack Biyombo didn't get any minutes tonight. I know he can't shoot the 3, but that's half our team. We need size out there. Jason Tatum drives in the paint, loses the ball. It's not going to count? No. He threw up the ball and went up over the rim. I think he may have hit the shot clock, went down and went in, but that doesn't count. Come on now. Gets fouled by Wesley, throws it up. Yeah, hit the shot clock and then went in. You can't, that doesn't count. Tatum wanted him to count it. No way. Doesn't work like that. Tatum at the line for 2, makes the first free throw. 91-78. Harrison asking for Porzingis. You might not be seeing him again if the Celtics keep this lead. Tatum now at 20 points. Make it 21. The Celtics announcers are arguing that should have counted. Shut up. Champagne catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Air ball! Wasn't even close. Tatum Euro step in the paint. Layup good. Oh boy, we're down 16 again. Castle's going to drive in the paint. You're going to get fouled. Austin Spurs are up 86-41 at halftime. That's a playoff game, isn't it? Or what? No, did the playoffs start yet? No, actually, buddy, I don't think the playoffs have started yet in the G League, have they? I don't think it started. Has Champagne made a bucket yet? I think he's missed all the shots. Castle at the line, first free throw is good. I think Champagne's like 0 for 4 or 0 for. I think he's 0 for 4. I don't know. Showing Manu Ginobili in the stands again. Mama, we could use you on the court. Come on down. Get in the game. You bring Tony down with you too. She missed the free throw. Jason Tatum will bring it up. Tosses it up to Hauser. Hauser for 3. No good. Keldon with the rebound. And get it over to Blake Wesley. Shot clock is off. Spurs down 15. I mean, I'll say again, it could be worse. Bright side, I guess. It could be much worse. Keldon's going to drive in the paint. Tough layup and a yell. Tatum with a long 3 at the buzzer. No good. All right, well, Champagne's still 0. Marauders, no idea. I'm sure she's probably still riding high. Yes, I'm a Yankees fan, and they dropped 20 tonight. Their offense is already better than the New York Giants offense. Well, we're down 13. We're keeping it respectable. 40 to 0 Spurs running a fourth. JT, tell me something. Yes, lock in and bring it home. Did Judge have 3 home runs today? I thought I heard that, but I'm not 100% sure, Jacob. I'm pretty sure somebody put in the chat he had 3 home runs. I didn't catch the game. Um, I think he had 3. If Judge could stay healthy, that's the problem. He's injured a lot. I heard Russell Wilson has already come up with this year. I don't get it, road trip. I'm not getting the reference at all. We do need a lot this year. We do. A lot of work needs to be done in the off season. Some of the things that we're seeing done against us. I already mentioned it. We need size out there for rebounding. We need 3-point shooting. If they can keep this to 10 or under, I'll call it a moral victory. I know a lot of fans don't like moral victories. To lose by 10 or less to the NBA defending champions, we're somewhat at full strength. All their starters are available. They are without Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard, the general consensus six man of the year, Peyton Pritchard. But we are without, of course, 2 of our starters, Victor Wembanyama and Darren Fox, and without our head coach as well. I'd like to see Coach Manu, or Coach Manu, see it, Coach Manu. Coach Manu, I haven't heard anything that shows he would be interested in actually doing that. If he did, great. Yeah, baseball started. Opening day was a few days ago, James. It, I have a hard time being interested this early. There's 162 games. You guys are saying shorten the basketball season. Can we shorten the baseball season? Do we really need 162 games? Even just a little bit. Push it back to 154, which it used to be ages ago. Just shorten a little bit. In the NFL, don't go to 18 games. I wish they never went to 17. Should have stayed at 16. The Celtics are out rebounding us 45 to 30 and out 3-pointing us 15 of 41 to 10 to 34. That's 47% to 39%. Jaylen Brown from the elbow, 96-81. What's up, Ricky? Connor, what did he get fired for? I don't know the whole story. For a coach to get fired this late in the season, kind of worries me about bringing him into my team. We have a foul on Boston. I think it's on Jaylen Brown. 11:30 to go. Spurs down 96-81. I mean, I don't want the Thunder to get the Sixers pick in this draft. They can't be any higher than 7. 1 through 6 is protected. Castle in the paint. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan little jumper is good. I think how many assists does Steph have? He must have like 6 or 7 at this point. Jeremy with 14 points and 7 boards, an inefficient 14 points though. Same thing with Stephon Castle. He's got double-digit points, but it's not an efficient shooting night at all. I don't know why he got fired, Marmalade. It's to see a coach fired this late in the season on a playoff team, nonetheless. Uh, I got nothing. Jaylen Brown with the ball. Kristaps Porzingis is back in the game for those of you that were wondering if he was playing. Brown's going to drive, pull up Jay off the glass. Nice bank shot. Whoops. 98-83. Castle's going to go coast to coast. Layup good. All right, Steph. Attack him in transition. There you go. 98-85. We got a timeout, Boston. I mean, the Spurs are hanging around. That's all we can ask, right? One quick run and they're back in it. Garbage truck. I haven't heard that one. I've heard trash. I've heard garbage. The garbage truck is a new one, so I appreciate the variety, I guess. It's different. I'll give you that. Variety's a spice of life, right? And we're in a timeout, and I'm watching a Celtics commercial. Perfect. Here's what I like. Jason Tatum shooting around in the gym. All by himself.
2 hours with TSR Sports. San Antonio Spurs are down 98 to 85. It's been a tough game. They've had trouble getting the ball on the rim, also getting loose balls that have hit the rim, shots from the other team. The Spurs have fought hard, but not hard enough. It's looking like the defending NBA champion will likely beat our San Antonio Spurs. But there's a will. There's a way. Over 10 minutes left. The Spurs can win this. You'll switch. Good evening, he says. LOL. I appreciate laughter. Laughter is needed in painful times like this when your team is about to have their 6th losing season in a row. You sound like a DJ from a smooth jam radio session. Jeremy Davis, Stas Porzingis, he is in. There's now a baby with a pacifier on the screen, sucking the pacifier the way our Spurs have sucked for 6 seasons in a row. And if anybody knows sucks, it's me. I'm also a New York Giants fan. I mean, suck really bad. I didn't know what to say there. Because the Giants really do stink. Okay, I'm going to put the microphone down now. Call the game normally.
All right, a little after dark with TSR. Little whatever it is. My mic cord hit my camera. You think I'm cashing? Jeremy, I don't even know what that means. Can you, Anthony? I'm not a gambler, so I'm not going to know any gambling lingo terms. Howza with the ball out to Derek White. White's going to catch and shoot three. He got fouled on the 3-point shot. Bad foul on Calvin Johnson. 10.5 minutes, 98-85, but 3 free throws coming up. For former San Antonio Spur, Derek. Positive take tonight? I mean, they're not getting obliterated. I've certainly seen plenty of games in the 6 years in my lifetime. Well, more so on this channel because they were a playoff team before this channel is existence. But we've had plenty of games where they were down 30 at halftime. This could have been one of those games, and it wasn't. But at least they've kept the game respectable. White misses the first rebound. He's got 6-7-6 tonight. Second free throw. Did I see missed a rebound? Missed the first free throw. Made the second. Other positives. I see Charles Bassey in street clothes. That's not a positive. I'm just saying I just saw Charles Bassey's on the bench in street clothes, which his nickname should be Street Clothes Bassey at this point because the dude don't play. Second free throw. I'm sorry, third free throw. Second one is good out of 3 free throws. 100 to 85. Castle toss it to Kellen. Kellen's going to take off. Back out to Castle. Castle into the paint. Gets fouled by Derek White. Going to go to the line for 2. Son of Scar's been here a long time, Carlos. He didn't change his name. XL needs 4 from KP. Oh, well, yes, Charles Bassey is also Noodle Knee. That's fair. Noodle Knee Bassey. Actually, Bassey wrote a rap song. I don't know if you guys heard it. I got a noodle knee, 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 got a noodle knee, noodle knee, noodle knee, noodle knee. Just kind of goes like that. Castle's first free throw good. Whoops. Apparently, Jeremy. I kind of thought it was odd that you guys were talking about the same. You need 4 more. I was like, are you guys betting on the same line. Am I using the lingo right? Russell's got 20 tonight. The Celtics announcers are now saying he'll probably get Rookie of the Year. It's looking that way. Nothing's a lock. Spurs playing some deep, and now a foul, kickball. Oh, kickball's on Porzingis. That's a turnover. You don't remember Son of Scar, Carlos? He's been here a few years. He's got a wrench. He's my Hulk buddy. Scar's the Hulk's son.
Oh, Hulk smash. Hulk angry. Spurs down. Oh, don't make me mad.
I can't even do the Hulk. CP3 with the ball at the moment. Going to launch a three. No good. Jeremy Sonnen gets fouled. Pulled down by Porzingis. Porzingis didn't like that foul. Zion, what's up? He needs Derek White with one rebound. Just one. One. Oh, one. One rebound for some fun. I don't know. Spurs ball, non-shooting foul. Chris Paul with the ball. Takes off into the paint. And they turn the ball over. Try to get to Sohan. Bounces off the Sohan. Bounces out of bounds. Turnover Spurs. Celtics ball. 9 turnovers for Boston. Only 4 for San Antonio. But we are down 13. They are beating us with 3-point shooting and rebounding. Jaylen Brown out in 3-point land. And now foul. I think Blake Wesley was just guarding Kristaps Porzingis. We had center Blake out there. Let's go center Blake. Blake Wesley, our future backup center, draws the foul. It is Celtics ball. They'll get it in for Porzingis, guarded by Sohan. Porzingis going to drive. Tosses it out to Hauser around the world. To Shireman. Back out to Derek White for 3. No good. Blake Wesley with the rebound. Spurs ball down by 13. 9:22 to go. 187 Boston. Keldon's going to take a catch and shoot 3. Let's go. 10-point game. Vassell for Miles Turner. Connor Short. Colin Johnson with 21 points tonight. Shireman in the paint. Nobody there. Bad foul by Kellman. But he missed the shot. Shireman going to the line for 2. David, go Spurs, go to you. Would you guys need 4 points from who? Is it Porzingis? He's got 5 fouls, I think I just read. Shireman misses the first free throw. Kristaps Porzingis is checking out for Luke Cornett. 190. Porzingis going to the bench in foul trouble, from what I understand. That is not good for those of you that are following him. Cornett makes 1 of 2. It's an 11-point game. Spurs are keeping it close. They're hanging around. I don't think you're totally cooked, Jeremy, but you're definitely simmering right now. Carlos, and we're gonna have a jump ball. Cornett and Sonya get tied up. So Carlos, I won't be done with content. I'm probably gonna start doing the documentaries. I could probably do one every 2 weeks. That's 3 weeks. I have another one cooking right now. I won't have it ready for Friday. It would be rushed. And the Spurs have 4 games next week, so I'll be busy with that. But that'll be up the week following. Probably not this coming Friday, but the following Friday. So we'll have documentaries up every 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe some light Yankees coverage. Any NBA news involving the Spurs throughout the offseason. And we're going to have a timeout. 101 to 90, 8:46 to go. And then the second channel, Carlos. I'm having a lot of fun with the second channel. I'll still be cranking out probably 4 to 5 videos a week over there. Same to you, David. Thank you. Maybe some live streams on the other channel too during the summer. We'll see on that. I would like to get that channel monetized and be transparent with you guys. Not to make money, but I mean, yes, making Google. I like Google ad revenue. Who doesn't? If you're a YouTuber, but to get a second channel monetized that is nothing to do with the first channel would be really cool. I see a lot of big content creators have 2 or even some have 3 channels they're clearly monetized, but they're usually all tied together. They have a similar type of content. This content with this channel and the second channel is night and day, 180. So to get that channel to that level would be awesome, but live streaming might be needed to get the watch hours up. Yeah, Cornette's a big dude. Not solo experiments are not good, period. No, Matt, he has 5 fouls. He's on the bench right now. I expect if he comes back, it won't be until the 4 or 5 minute mark if the game is still close, which I'm hoping it will be. I want the Spurs to compete tonight. Didn't expect them to beat Boston, let's be honest, but I want them to fight all night and go down swinging. If they can keep it to 10 or less, then again, moral victory, which great, not a big victory, but it's something. We are getting close to 125 thumbs up. So if you've not hit the thumbs up yet, don't forget to do so. It's fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And it looks like this. Show 'em, Pop. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that. Actually, want to check the second channel. I've been talking about it a little tonight. I think we're at 540 something subscribers. 542. All right. Hey, that's something. I'll take 542 over run, I guess. Especially since it's a weird channel. When you got, if I know some of you are subscribed to it, 80s film reviews, death metal, independent, low budget, zero budget films, comic book stuff. It's all over the place, but that's kind of what I like about it. It's truly a variety channel, and it's just me over there. Just me doing whatever, doing whatever. Just lost the chat for a second. I gotta repop it out. All right, you guys are coming back. YouTube occasionally does that to me. The chat will time out, and then I just gotta refresh it. All right, we're live. Chat back. Cornette's on a minimum contract? Did not know that. It is Celtics ball. Well, shoot. We need to stop. Jaylen Brown with the ball, gets over to Cornette, back to Brown, 10 on the shot clock. Cornette crosses over Sohan, now a step back three. Air ball caught by Cornette. Cornette putback is no good. Kelvin with the rebound. Spurs ball down by 11. 8:25 to go in the game. CP3 into the paint. Free throw line jumper. Good. Single digits. Let's go. There you go, Caps 210. We don't like bigs on this team. CP3, Vassell, Kelvin, Sohan, and Blake Wesley. All right, interesting. Blake and CP3 out there. We're already struggling with size. So we have two guys that are 6'3" or less. Perfect. Hauser for three. In and out. And Derek White out hustles us on the rebound. Jaylen Brown turnaround jump. Nope. Toss it to Cornette instead. Thought he was going to shoot it. Caught me off guard. Cornette with the easy bucket in the paint. So a team struggling with size has 3 guards on the floor and 2 forwards. Vassell for 3. 8-point game. This is the closest it's been in a while. Our guys are battling. They're undersized, but they're fighting. I'll give them that. Cornette with the ball in 3-point lane, guarded by Kelvin. Gets it to Derek White, 10 on the shot clock. White for 3. 106-95. Every time we make a little push, the Celtics push back and push harder. Chris Paul with the ball, guarded by Hauser, 10 on the shot clock. Dribble, dribble, dribble through the legs. Finally pull up 3. Chris Paul! Nice! Porzingis is on the bench. Got to be short. He's got foul trouble. He's got 5 fouls. (106-98). Jaylen Brown in the paint. Layup. Good. And now a whistle after the shot. All right. Okay. 108-98. Jaylen Brown with 14 points on the night, 6 and 9 from the field, not shooting it often, but shooting straight. CP3 thinks about another 3, gets it out to Devin Vassell, 12 on the shot clock for the Spurs, 6:15 to go in the game. CP3 over to Kelvin. Kelvin takes the catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Air ball caught by Wesley. Putback is no good. Hauser with the rebound. And he'll get it up to Derek White. 6 minutes to go. Stefan Castle getting a check in for the Spurs. The Celtics are out rebounding us 48-33. Hauser shoots a three, misses it. Vassell with the rebound. Gets it up to CP3. Catch and shoot. Or sorry, fires up a three. It's good. 7-point game, guys. CP3 at 10 points, 8 of them this quarter. Slingshot does not want Kalen Maluwatch on the Spurs. Interesting. Is he sucking for Duke tonight or something? Hauser open three. Ah, stop leaving guys open. 111-101. 10-point game. Chris Paul's going to drive in the paint. He had a clear shot for a layup, and now he takes an off-balance turnaround jumper and hits. Where was this all game? Chris Paul had 0 through in the first half, 2 points in the third quarter, and now the rest of his he's just on fire in the fourth. 111-103. Brown almost loses the ball. He's getting double teamed now. He elbows Jeremy Sohan in the face with a people's elbow. That's an offensive foul. Well, they gave him a timeout. Oh, they gave him a timeout before he elbowed him. Oh my gosh. Jeremy gets leveled, and it's not. Wow. They call the timeout right before he popped him. That's some BS. That's some BS. Good evening, Asia. We're in a timeout right now. Timeout. Just do that, huh? I didn't know Yodis were hurt in making this video. Hey, that's Chuck Norris, Jeremy Sohan. Who was it Thursday night? Julian Champagny got flagrant fouled twice. For those of you that didn't catch the game, Jeremy 2 times with flagrant foul. Poor guy. The Yankees dropped 20, Asia. It was ridiculous. You literally just said the uncensored version of what I did. Well, what the heck did we lose the other night? I'm drawing a blank now. It was a playoff team. It was the Cavs. I didn't look. I was pulling it up. The Cleveland Cavaliers. It was Isaiah Richardson or somebody that gets thrown out of the game. Yeah, Julian got beat up. It took me a moment to remember Evan Mobley was out. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers we lost to. I could not remember it for the life of me the whole night until just now. That's crazy. Jeremy took that hard foul, but it didn't actually count. Wow. A little bit of luck for the Celts, but it is what it is. White pull-up jumper. Derek White is our former teammate, our former player for the Spurs is killing us. Our former teammate. I've never played with him. White with 7 points this quarter, 13 on the game. Elvin Johnson with the ball out to Stefan Castle. He thought about the three, didn't shoot it. His 3-point shot's been way off tonight. He's going to drive in the paint instead. Turnaround, Jay. Okay. That one's good. 113-105, 4:10 to go. How many home runs did the Yankees have today, William? Was it 9? Porzingis is not in for those of you tracking. Fournette is still in. There's 4 minutes to go. Drew Holiday into Jason Tatum, guarded by Castle. 8 on the shot clock. Pull up Jay. They're hitting all their shots and clutch shots too. They are the defending NBA champions for a reason. Tatum with 25, 8, and 8 on the night. Sohan flies in the paint. Misses the layup. Foul. Going to the line for 2. Could use an and 1 there. We're fighting, yup. If they do lose this, at least they're fighting. That's all I asked with this brutal schedule of the Cavs, the Celtics, the Warriors, the Cavs. Again, just a gauntlet of playoff teams. Just be competitive. Someone makes the first free throw, and so far they have been. And that's a good thing. That's a good sign. Kristaps Porzingis is checking in for those of you on the Kristaps Porzingis watch. He has 5 fouls, so 1 more and he's out of here. Yes, if you pass to someone who hits a 3 right after the pass, it's an assist. Sohan's second free throw is good. The old one-handed free throws. Chris Paul keeps holding his elbow. 115-107. This has been a surprisingly good game. Derek White with the ball. Out to Jason Tatum. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum guarded by Vassell. Over to Derek White. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Stops Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Celtics ball. 10 on the shot clock. The Celtics have been killing the Spurs all night with rebounding. They get into Cornet. They have 2 7-footers out there. No wonder why they're getting killed. Cornet with the bucket, and it's 117-107. 2 7-footers. And our biggest guy is Jeremy Sohan at 6'8". Yes, Porzingis in there. KP, if you don't grab 4, I'm going to push your glass. Wow, push him on over, huh? He hasn't scored yet, XL. It looks like there's a few of you that are rooting for Porzingis to drop some points. 117-107, 3 minutes and some change to go. 10-point game. I'm glad the Spurs have been fighting all night, but man, they are so outside right now. Cornet, you guys, I think, said 7'1". Porzingis is like 7'3". That's a lot of size out there. JT, we need a 7-footer. And yes, if Wemby was here, I miss Wemby, man. As a Spurs fan, as a Spurs channel. Well, Spurs creator. This is a sports channel. I do cover the Giants as well. Might try to cover the Yankees a little more. I'm not huge on covering baseball. I did cover them a little in the World Series. I was very much interested then. I was interested in all the playoffs, but actually, doing content, I was interested in the World Series. Judge, it was 9 total. Judge had 3. Yep, that was a huge game. Blue, right now the Spurs are the 8th team overall in the lottery. I think we have like a 26% chance to jump in the top 4 and then a 6.5% chance to jump into the first overall pick. So you're saying there's a chance. It'll be Spurs ball. They've been out rebounded 49-34 by the Celtics tonight. That's a lot. Kelvin's going to drive in the paint. Throws up a high layup. Kelvin! All right, 3 minutes to go. An 8-point game. Derek White will bring it up for the Celtics. Kelvin Johnson with 23 points tonight on a very efficient 9 of 11 shooting. White needs one more 3 to tie the Celtics single-season record. Tatum flies in the paint. Layup is no good. Vassell's going to call for a foul. That was almost an and 1. 2 free throws for Jason Tatum. Yes, William. Yes, they are showing fight. That's what we want, right? Tatum with 25, Holiday with 21, Cornet off the bench with 15. For the Spurs, Johnson with 23, Castle with 22, and Sohan with 16. Those are your leading scorers. Tatum hits the first free throw, 118-109, 2:40 to go. Did they take him out, Jeremy? He was in. He came in at like the 3:45 mark. Did they just yank him back out? Kristaps Porzingis is still in. I'm looking right at him. He's on the court. Castle's going to fly down the other end in transition, and Celtics get back. Keldon with the ball, 14 on the shot clock. Keldon, Devin, Castle, Sohan, and CP3. Offensive foul on the Spurs. I was on Castle. The moving screen. Spurs are challenging it. It's the Celtics announcers actually saying that should not have been a foul. Wow. All right. Hey, you know what? To their credit, yeah, they're calling it like they see it. Some announcers don't do that. I try to do that. I pride myself in that. Because if you're watching a game with me, if I call BS, you're going to see it. I hope it is a good challenge, Andy. We'll see. Spurs down by 11, and Spurs about to probably, well, not probably, going to miss the playoffs again. I had one too many points up there for Boston. That's why I was a little confused. 119, 109. I think I double tapped the plus thing. 119, 109. My apologies. The Celtics have more everywhere. More rebounds, more assists, more turnovers. They're re-showing the foul. That's a ticky-tack foul, but in today's NBA, eh, the announcers just said they'd like to see Cooper Flag on the Spurs. That would be fun, and they would be a conference final team immediately. Wow, I like these Celtics announcers. They're saying Cooper Flag to the Spurs sounds fun. All right, I'm on board with that. Let's go. Let's do that. All right. The opposing team's announcers are rooting for Cooper Flag to come to the Spurs. I'm all in. Sounds good to me. There's a call. Legal screen. They won. No call. Spurs ball. 10 on the shot clock. All right. Nice challenge, Mitch. Something I haven't said much this season, is it? Yeah, Devin's gone very quiet, son of Scar. He started off fine, but he's slowed down a bit. I mean, all right. By the way, if you're coming in, please don't forget that thumbs up. It does still help the channel. And that's all I'll ask for here. Just a thumbs up. Keldon with the ball on three-point land starts to drive. Pull-up jumper off the glass. No good. Tough shot with the shot clock expiring. Cornet with another rebound, and the Celtics still got their 2 7-footers out there. Cornet and Porzingis. Also Derek White, Jason Tatum, and Drew Holiday. So no Jaylen Brown. Okay. Tatum with the ball guarded by Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. 2 minutes to go. Tatum's probably going to fire off a 3. Nope. Gets it to Derek White. He's going to fire a 3. No good. Porzingis with the rebound. We're just getting killed on the boards. 8 on the shot clock. 119, 109. Tatum with the ball. He's going to fire up a long 3. Air ball! Shot clock violation. Slingshot, good evening to you. All right. Spurs play some defense. Running out of time. Tatum's complaining he wanted a foul. The refs are saying, nope, not tonight, buddy. Right now, we only have a minute and a half here. That's a lot of plays. Castle's going to blow by everybody, gets in the paint. Challenge Porzingis. Did not work out well. Missed the shot. Oh, boy. And now the clock is... We're just running out of time, guys. It was a good fight by the Spurs tonight, though. Derek White with the ball on the Spurs logo. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Holiday. Porzingis open in the corner. 3 is an air ball. Tatum with the putback, and that's going to be the game. Second chance points for the Celtics, 23. The Spurs have 6. That's 17 points. Wow. Paul for 3. No good. Tatum with the rebound. That's game now. That's officially over. Addy T-Roll, yes, I do. I do everything. It's just me. So every bit of content in here is me doing something. The Celtics are just standing with the ball. They got it. Yeah, Jeremy, he didn't score since you guys came in and said you needed 4 from him. He didn't score at all. Derek White for 3, no good. Someone's going to sprint up the court. And he's going to get fouled. Mavs 118, but oh, come on, Chicago. You know what, Mark? I agree. Go Spurs, go. We fought the defending NBA champions hard tonight, so let's get a go Spurs, go. This could have been an ugly blowout. A lot of people... The Celtics were favored by 12.5. Oh, Celtics were favored by 12.5, I believe. This is teetering right there right now. Someone at the line makes the first free throw. Oh, let me shut that off. It's up, but I can't see it. There we go. Josh Giddey, 3-12 after the game winner. Nice. Made them both. The Spurs are going to cover the spread. Maybe. Drew Holiday with the ball. Celtics third straight season with 55 or more wins, and the Celtics are dribbling it out now. Spurs are going to cover the spread. I believe it's 12.5. Hey, 10 points to the Celtics without our two best players. I know they were missing players off the bench, but we're missing two starters and a head coach. Good fight by the Spurs tonight, man. That's what we want, right? Close the season out with a fight. And tomorrow we've got the Golden State Warriors. I'll be live at 7 p.m. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out. I'd like to get to 150. We usually get to at least 150 every stream. Right now, we're not even close to 115. We're only at 127. Which would be the worst thumbs up for a live stream this season? I'd rather not that be the stream, but if it is, well, I can't do anything about that. Unless I create 50 fake accounts and hit thumbs up on the channel, which I'm not going to do that like that. So tough loss, but a good fight, right? Hanover Fist, thank you for stopping in. A very respectable performance by the Spurs. All right, let me pull up the end of game stats. And then I'm going to hop on my Xbox because it is game night for me. I mean, it was a good fight. The Bulls are down 118-116 to Dallas. That game is not over yet. I can actually throw that on. Oh, it's on a different app. Shoot. Oh, well. The Miami Heat did win tonight. We want the Heat to win. They crushed the Sixers 118-95, 118-95. So that's a good thing. Who the heck is the Spurs game? There it is. Oh, there's no late games tonight. All right, the Spurs get out lose 121-111. Looking at the Celtics, and they went with a short rotation tonight. Only 8 guys. Jason Tatum, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, only 1 turnover. Nice game from him. Kristaps Porzingis disappointed a lot of folks tonight. Apparently, 11 points and 8 rebounds. Drew Holiday finished with 21. Derek White, former Spurs, 13 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists. Jaylen Brown finished with 14 points. Off the bench, Baylor Shireman with 7. Sam Hauser with 11. Luke Cornett, 15 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists. He was fantastic for Boston. That size advantage, yeah, that helped. For the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan, a rough night from the field, 4 of 12, including 0 for 4 from 3. Did go to the line 12 times and made 10 of them. He finished with 18, 8 and 3 plus 2 steals. Harrison Barnes with 13. CP3 woke up in the fourth quarter, finished with 12 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. Devin Vassell started off good, didn't he? And then really just disappeared kind of after that. 14 points on 5 of 12 shooting. 14 points in 38 minutes. Stefan Castle, 7 of 18 from the field. Only 1 of 7 from 3-point land. That means he was 6 of 11 from 2-point land. He finished with 22 points, 2 rebounds, did have 8 assists, and no turnovers. So, yes, Castle inefficient from the field tonight against a big team. That certainly affected him in the paint. And his 3-point shot was, well, his 3-point shot was not going in tonight. But 8 assists and no turnovers? I like that. That's good. Off the bench, Mama with 6 points. Julian Champagny didn't have it tonight. He was the only Spur not to score that played. He had 0 points in 16 minutes. An awful night for him. Blake Wesley didn't get it going either. 3 points, no assists in 16 minutes. Kelvin Johnson, a fantastic game. He led the Spurs in scoring off the bench. 34 minutes, 9 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 6 boards, 3 assists, 23 points. Him and Blake Wesley and Jeremy Sohan were actually Jeremy Sohan had a plus 2. Okay, odd. And then Johnson and Wesley both had a +1 for those that are interested in, box plus minus. Let's see if we can take a look at the updated standings real quick, since this game actually went fairly quick. It's probably usually this many free throws. The streams are at least 2.5 hours. This went by, went by quick. What can I say? All right, this won't be completely up to date since a couple of the games might not be in there yet. The Spurs are 31 and 42. That includes tonight. Okay, we're on a 3-game losing streak. The Blazers are a half game in front of us, 32 and 42. We do play them. The Heat are 2 wins ahead of us at 33 and 41, and the Heat have won 4 in a row. The Bulls are 33 and 41 as well. I don't think it includes that they must have lost. That must include tonight. We're only 2 wins behind those other 2 lottery teams, but 2 wins is going to feel like a lot with our remaining schedule. We might get only 2 more wins the rest of the season, and I hate saying that, but look at our schedule. It's rough. Those other teams should at least get 1 more win, so we'll probably finish below them. It'll just depend on the Trailblazers. You think we'll get 35, Randy? We have 9 games left, 4 more wins. The amount of rage in my bones, they kept White in the game going 3 for 12 from 3, but Jaylen Brown bent. It'll do that. Yep, Castle full on development mode. You're welcome, Steven Z. Season full of development mode. I 35 wins. Let's take a look at our remaining schedule real quick and see if we can get to 35. Being honest, right? Which is what we want to do. The Spurs have 31 wins right now. Right? We have 31? Yeah, we have 31 wins. We have 9 games left. We're playing Golden State. Probably not. Playing Orlando. Could beat Orlando. Playing the Nuggets. Probably not. Playing the Cavaliers. Probably not. Playing the Portland Trailblazers. Could win that one. Then we play the Clippers. Probably not. Then the Warriors. Probably not. The Suns, second to the last game of the year. Maybe. If they're not playing for a play-in spot. And then the Raptors to close the season. I think 4 is the max. I'll say we get 3 more wins. I think we finish at... Oh, that would be 34. Never mind. All right, I think you said 34 in the chat, right? Which would be a 12-win improvement over last year. Oh, you said 35. I think they'll be close to that. Between 33 and 35. It's gonna be close, Randy. I'll be rooting for the team. I'll be live for every game either way. But that's all I got. I'm gonna hop on my Xbox again. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. We're only at 132. That'll be a season low. That's a bummer, but to be expected. We're out of the play-in now. There's no chance we're making the play-in. I think a lot of folks are gonna be checked out until the lottery. But that's okay. The diehards are here. I'm here. You're here, and we'll do it with what we got. Zach Plains, Chicago Bulls adding. He was part of the 3-team trade with De'Aaron Fox. He's with the Chicago Bulls. Trey Jones is with Chicago as well. Trey was playing extremely well in the starting lineup, but recently got hurt. I don't know if he's playing again or when he's coming back. Olivia, it's a mix of games. There's no specific game I'm playing right now. We just started playing Arcade Again because it's now free on the Xbox store. That's the most recent game I started playing. So thanks for asking. And guys, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for the Warriors, and we'll see what happens. So on behalf of myself, Yodi, Low Mikey, Headband Grogu, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.